If more rocks fall, Lothaire, if it catches fire, ...
Where should I trace to? Imagine exactly that location.
She did. Let me see your relatives' faces.
Images of one after another arose. 12 men left. Lothaire memorized them.
Remain here, Elizabeth. Do not leave this place. I will save any who live.
I think you're overacting a little bit.
Really? I like it.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
You
it
like
it feels
overacting?
good. Well, what's wrong with that? This is a sex vampire, keep in mind. He's used to being very dominant. So overacting to us is like standard, weather to him.
Well, okay, I guess that's plausible.
Thank you.
Okay.
I know a lot about sex vampires.
Apparently you do.
I'm named after one,
Oh yeah, okay.
Kind of why we're here.
I see I see the point.
So please, continue.
Okay, where were we?
I don't... Oh, here we go. That one.
Okay. He traced away, but as their immediate bridge broke, he thought he heard her say, "Make it back to me."
2 little tasks. Find key mortals, get back to Elizabeth.
Unga, find mortals.
Unga, save mortals.
So we have some sort of caveman vampire now.
Well, he's in a cave, so it's appropriate, right?
Cave vampire.
Mind something. Whatever.
Okay, this is off to a great start.
This is great. Please go.
Okay. Inside, total blackness. The gloom engulfed him. The kind of darkness found on the underground.
This is no laughing matter, Freak! Freakazoid, he's in total darkness, and he's in the ground. This is a horrible place for a sex vampire, you know that. They don't think very well, claustrophobic.
Even he strained to see down here.
The dust stung his eyes and filled his lungs, as if they were compacting with dirt.
He froze in comprehension. He could be buried alive down here.
Okay. This is the sex vampire part coming up. The earth grinding over me.
Yes.
More dots.
With violent shudders, he struggled to breathe. A cold sweat beaded his skin.
He told Nyx that he'd go back to the grave for Elizabeth. Elizabeth. Here I fucking am.
No! Focus! 2 little tasks. Elizabeth would want him once he saved her family. I could take her home with me this very day.
It's a very nice thought.
It is a nice thought, I guess.
He's really concerned with this girl. Like, more than I expected a sex vampire to be concerned with anything.
Well, he is kind of having sex with her, I think.
Yeah. Well, we don't really know, because it's only these pages. But I guess it's fair to assume. Yeah, it seems fair. Yeah. He clenched the first boulder in his way, heaved it to the side. Then another. Yelling with effort, he began clearing his way through the tunnel.
All the while,
Stay famous.
The ceiling bowed precariously above him, support beams cracking under their burden.
As silt rained over him, he shuddered anew. Focus!
At last, he spotted lights from the miners' helmets. Most of the men were unconscious, but all had heartbeats. With the dust obscuring their faces, he couldn't discern Elizabeth's relatives from the others.
Which meant he'd have to save them all and sort out later. And sort later. There was no out. And sort later.
The one still conscious recoiled from him.
Who the hell are you?
Your eyes!
What are you?
He grabbed the men's collars, tracing 6 at a time, dumping them in that scorching field and quickly scanning their faces to tally the pierces?
No, it's penises.
Pierces.
Okay, it's pierces. It tricked me.
Yeah, it tricked me too.
Very close spelling. But he still hadn't found the relative Elizabeth secretly loved the most. Her uncle, Ephraim. Ephraim. We're going to go with Ephraim. Ephraim, her uncle Ephraim. Lothaire traced deeper, straining to see.
Just when he spotted the man a short distance away, Lothaire heard another ominous quake.
He snatched up her uncle and traced him. Okay, I'm starting to think tracing is a teleport and not like drawing over his face.
What kind of teleport? You mean like he explodes into a bunch of bats type of teleport?
Okay, now hang on. That's more like Legacy of Kain stuff, and Kain's not a sex vampire. He's
a normal vampire, right?
Yeah, well, can we really call the king of the world normal in any respect? I mean, he is king. He destroys it or saves it, but he is it. So, but whatever that is, it's not a sex vampire. So I don't think
like
that thing. Probably not.
Super Saiyan vampire?
Super Saiyan vampire. I don't think he traces.
No, I don't think he has any need to, trace an outline for anything.
Definitely not. I think mist form is a thing he did, so we could probably rule that out too. I think tracing, maybe he is pulling paper out and drawing at very inappropriate times. It could be a thing. I just don't know. Well, it's just a theory. We'll put it away.
Okay, so he's tracing his uncle, like making an outline of him.
Sure.
On the cave wall, so that when the investigators come back, they can see, oh yeah, a guy died here because someone did the outline thing.
Better yet, he's probably drawing a trace of his face, putting on his face, and then we'll go back to Elizabeth and say, hey, Elizabeth, I'm alive. He saved me. And then he takes the paper off his face and says, yes, I saved him.
What a jerk.
Well, can only do so much, man. He just saved 11 other people or something. It's quite a bit. In any case, I believe this was yours, right?
Okay, where are we at?
I think he just spotted.
Just when he spotted the man a short distance away, Lothaire heard another ominous quake.
He snatched up her uncle and traced him, tossing him into the field before returning. One man was still unaccounted for. A cousin.
A cousin? The sexy cousin, I hope.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
We don't have one of those.
Yeah, I don't think we have any sexy cousins.
Probably not.
Lothaire had saved his bride's favorite mortal. Now he was to risk being buried down here for some random cousin?
Egad!
He was tempted to trace away, calling this finished. She told him to make it back, hadn't she? He was ready to get back to the business of them.
Ooh, them. But she trusted him to save any who lived. Loyalty must go both ways. Something tells me he goes both ways, all right. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Great. Though if he demonstrated? Wow, that's not right at all. Demonstrated it in this shadowy hell. Then so help him gods, he had better receive it from her dash.
He scented the spark. Too late.
Okay, now we... Can you scent a spark? I guess that's okay, right?
It's probably alluding to an explosion about to happen. Like maybe vampires have advanced smelling, like a dog, like a dog vampire.
So they're smelling pre-explosion.
Dogpire.
It sounds close to his name, Lothaire.
I guess it kind
of
does.
So dog air? That's what you said, right?
Dogpire.
Lothaire, Dogpire. Connection achieved. Well done.
All right, well, he can smell the chemicals that happen when an explosion is about to happen.
And so now he has smelt it before, or actually right after it had been belted, and it is too late for this man, this vampire man, sex vampire man. Let's see what we have here next. We have a paragraph. I think we're going to have to wrap this up soon. The video should be getting along, I think, maybe, not entirely sure. Lothaire had come to her. Had he come for her? I said that right?
I think so.
Lothaire had come to her. Had he come for her? Okay.
I mean, what's the difference of coming to her or for her?
Let's not discuss such adult matters in this PG-13 audio reading.
Oh, okay.
We will just skim over it.
Ellie was healing with every second. His blood like rich, warm rocket fuel compared to the animal's blood she'd been forcing down.
Warm rocket
Wow.
fuel. Awesome. Her hearing was already back, her internal injuries mending.
She was no longer petrified for her family. Wow, petrified for her family.
Well, I get hard over
it's like
my family
it's like somebody
sometimes.
like
Hard.
wrote down a word and then went around looking through a thesaurus to replace some of her words.
Do you think this person knows what a thesaurus is?
Boy, I wish they did, because this is not a good reading. She was no longer petrified for her family because Lothaire could do anything.
Could is italicized, by the way, so I guess it's insinuating that could if he wanted to.
Yeah. If he said he would save all who lived, then that's what he would do.
Funny, Ellie. You didn't mind his high-handedness in this.
But immortal or not, if the coal dust ignited down there, he could die. Beset with anxiety for him, she traced, biting her lip. Can you believe that? Someone actually bothered to put a slash in their book.
Is that like a novel?
In their fiction book.
Like, if we were to bring this to other writers, would they just kind of giggle?
No, they would get very mad.
Because I don't know.
Their face would turn red, and they would cry tears of rage.
The writer's face?
Because that is just, yes, the writer's face.
The writer's face?
Yes.
The face black, the eyes red?
No, please, no Star Trek jokes.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
No, let's not do that.
It was too well planned. I'm sorry. And, okay. She shouldn't lose him again. She couldn't lose him again. Her eyes began to tear up, blood pooling. What?
Pooling blood.
Okay,
you know?
Tears of blood. My bad. I'm sorry. It's been a while. What was taking him so long? She shivered, remembering the falling rocks, the coal in her lungs.
She gasped. Oh, dear God. He dreamed of being buried in the earth, trapped. She tried to soothe his agonizing nightmares.
And yet I sent him into a mind collapse. With a cry, she traced... With a try, she traced to the triage field.
No, it was a cry, not try.
With a cry. Did I say it? What did I say?
You said try.
With a cry. I meant to say cry the second time. With a cry, she traced to the triage field. Triage.
Clearly, we need to go back to school and learn English again.
Maybe we can take this person with us.
You know, I think the teachers would be very mad if we did that.
Yeah.
Because some of the sentence structure is not too good. Okay. So many had already been saved. Hasty head count. Every single one of her relatives, some of them badly injured, was accounted for. So why hadn't Lothaire returned?